If you want to build your audience, convert your keynote talk into clients, build your email list, bring people into your world, make offers, have sales conversations, make a lot of money, impact a lot of people, if you want to do any of those things, you're going to need a lead magnet. But most people do lead magnets wrong, and I'm going to show you in this video how to make the most out of your lead magnet so that all of those things become a reality. Welcome back. This is Kevin. Lead magnets, like them, love them, hate them. I don't care what you do. They're necessary. They're top of the funnel piece. And it's really the first introduction to how you work that most people get. They see something you're putting out. It's no cost or low cost. They opt in for that and they go, oh, okay, I like this. I like this. Or they say, not so much. This video, I'm going to tell you how to make an irresistible lead magnet, where it fits in your funnel, and how we can really take this idea of building our audience and use it to convert more clients in our coaching business. So to do that, I've got a little snazzy presentation that'll give you some notes. It'll have my face in a little circle in the corner, and let's get right into that. The real reason to have a lead magnet at all is so that people will opt into whatever it is you're selling, and that way you can market to them in the future, build your email list basically. So if you really want people to kind of take that information and put it into your form, you've really got to have some key components that make it worth their time. Number one, SQV, being solution focused, having quick wins and high value, making it easy, not just in the way that they consume it, but in the way that it's delivered, and really how do we make this a seamless process? And number three, make sure that you're leaving some desire on the table. We don't want them to feel like they got all the answers in the free PDF or whatever. We've got to really make them want more. And so we're going to talk about those three things as it pertains to our lead magnet. So let's start with SQV. Solutions are very important. They really are. You can't have a lead magnet that does nothing. It doesn't solve any of the problem. This is your first chance to show them what you can do and show them what you know and show them what you're capable of. So you really got to latch on to not all the problems you solve, but latch on to one problem that is pretty significant and solve that problem in the freebie. If you can do that, you're going to leave that desire, you're going to make it valuable to them, and they're going to probably want to know more. Speed is also important. Anytime we measure something, we're measuring in time or money. Those are the things that we value the most. Of course, there's health, relationships, all that. I get all that. But in this case, when we're talking about an opt-in, it really is time. How long does it take for me to get results? You want to generate those quick wins. And so give me an indication of what kind of time I can expect to invest in consuming the freebie. And then what kind of time after implementation can I expect to spend to get the result I wanted. So if it's 10 pounds, lose 10 pounds, you see a lot of these ads that will say lose 10 pounds in 30 days. That's the solution that we're going to do, and the time, how fast it's going to take. How long it's going to take. And so you really want to consider the speed option as something that will generate even more desire. The faster you can go and get the result, the better in this case. Now, keep that in mind as you're choosing your solutions or the problems that you're going to solve, because you don't want to commit to solving a problem that takes a year in 30 days, because it's probably not going to happen on their own devices. So really consider that as well. And then value is sort of a trendy word right now, but making it high value not based on what you want them to have, based on what they are actually seeking for. So when you identify the problem that you solve, making it the highest value in that problem is going to be very important, meaning give them all the answers, all the information they need for that problem. That's what creates the value. If they feel like you're leaving bits and pieces out, or if you're not telling the whole story or not sharing the true results or being transparent, they're not going to find that to be valuable. For instance, I do a lot of these things where people talk about building sales funnels, building things like this. Well, you know what? Freebies are great. Lead magnets are great, but the lead magnet only works if you've got an audience. If no one is there to see the lead magnet, what's the point, right? But the point is you've got to have value in their eyes, not in yours. Let's move on to easy. The opt-in has to be easy, meaning don't ask for all the information that you can get right now. Typically, I like to ask for a first name, maybe a last name, and an email address. I will put an optional phone number in there sometimes, depending on the lead magnet, but most of the time, if you can get a name and an email address, that's enough for this. If you start saying address and credit card number, social security number, demanding all this information, it becomes something that I already perceive as just a pain, and I don't want to do it. So make the opt-in easy, make the consumption easy. Don't make this a 90-page document. Make sure that it's something that is easy to consume. It won't take 45 minutes for me to go through it. It'll take me 5 minutes to go through it and then implement it. You really make it easy on the consumption and the opt-in, that is an indicator of your brand and kind of how you do business. And then lastly, make sure that you're clear on what's next. Make the next step easy to see. I'm going to send you an email tomorrow with another free gift, or here's a book a call kind of thing. And I generally like a step between the freebie and the book a call kind of thing, but just let them know what is going to be next. The easier you can make this process in the lead magnet, the more engaged they're going to be and the more excited they're going to be, because there's no guessing. I know how long it's going to take. I know how long the document is or how long the video is, and I know what's next. If you can give them that, you've got the ease down in your lead magnet. And then you want to leave some desire, you leave them wanting more. That's the whole point. You can't just, if they feel like they got all the information they need in the freebie, there's no reason for them to stay in your world. But how do we do that? Number one, does this work? Your lead magnet has to bring the solution. If it doesn't work, they're not going to want more. There's no way in hell are they going to want any more from you. So you've got to make sure that your lead magnet works. If it doesn't bring the results, it's a pointless effort anyway. Next, you want to solve one problem, not all the problems, meaning don't overwhelm them. Don't give them too much information, but also don't give them so much that it doesn't actually solve anything, and then we can do this and this and this and then this and then this. And it's not really solving anything. I'd rather you focus in on solving that one problem and mentioning some other problems that potentially could be in their world that are for a later discussion or another lead magnet or another thing, than to give them everything and it not actually solve anything. And probably the biggest thing you can do to create desire is to give social proof and stories. People want what other people have already chosen. So share your testimonial, share your stories, but share it through your eyes. You don't need to put the video of a 4-minute video of someone singing your praises. Just share the story about how this thing worked for this person doing this in this amount of time. That'll mean the world. That'll create more desire. Share a few of those during your freebie, and that will kind of help you create them wanting more. And as a bonus today, I really want to talk about how this fits into the funnel. Where does a lead magnet fit into the funnel? Normally it's a top of funnel thing. Again, you've got to build the audience and deliver it to an audience through either organic or paid traction. But what happens next? The lead magnet is one thing. Creating the lead magnet based on the things we've discussed today is one thing. The next thing is the delivery. Make that delivery seamless. This is the first representation of your brand and how you do business. If there are glitches and if it's too long and it's too much of a process, I got to wait 24 hours to get the thing, it just doesn't add up. People don't want that. So make sure your delivery is seamless. Next is the follow-up. How often are you following up? How soon are you following up? And what are you following up with? If you're just spamming me, getting me to do various things in various different platforms, I don't have time for that. But if you're giving me value that supports that lead magnet, meaning maybe send me a video saying, hey, Kevin, I saw you got the lead magnet. Hope you went through it. Here's some things that people said were some roadblocks, and I'm going to tell you how to solve them in this video. That's valuable. That's a good follow-up. Next, you want to have an invitation, a CTA at some point that pertains to that lead magnet, not just, hey, you got the lead magnet on social media management, and now I'd like to invite you to my mindset mastermind. Those two things aren't the same. So you want to make sure that your invitation is in conjunction with your lead magnet. And then lastly, the ultimate goal would be to take that lead magnet, work them through this mini funnel and get them on a sales call or get them to buy in some way. And so whatever your next step is, that's kind of how this sets up a really positive conversion funnel. But you got to get the lead magnet right. You got to get the delivery right. You got to have the right follow-ups that are high value. You got to have the right invitation. You don't need to make the signature offer invitation necessarily right now from this lead magnet. You can make a smaller invitation that leads into something else, ultimately a sales call, and then you can prescribe the solution to the bigger problems that they have. So I hope this was helpful for you. This is where a lead magnet fits in and the key components that really make it sing. All right, there you go. Hope that wasn't too painful. If you have any questions about creating lead magnets, where it goes in your funnel, or how to really navigate the waters of attracting people into your coaching business, put in the comments below. If you got some ideas, some suggestions for lead magnets, let's get a dialogue going. Let's start that list going. If you found this video helpful and you want to share this with someone, please hit that share button, send it over to them. If you see lead magnets that are not quite effective, you're going, oh, my friend is not doing great, send them this video. And my name is Kevin, founder of Next Crest Consulting. I'll see you next time.